So if you look at the sociological concepts, you find the section on sociological concepts, that is concepts in sociology. You note that, or you noted that there is culture, there is society, there is cultural relativism. I will be commenting on the very critical one that will help you as a counseling student or as a theological student to live a better life, to do a better, to lead a better life, and indeed to be successful, because these things are meant to help us strengthen what we are doing as professionals. We only study to help us, upgrade ourselves. Now, leading from what is there, from my notes, culture is a total way of life of a people. Anthropologists argue that the major difference between human society and the animal kingdom is that humans have cultures, while animals do not have cultures. Now, the Dictionary of Culture says culture is a particular system of art, thought, and customs of society. The arts, the customs, the beliefs, and all the other products of human thought made by a people at a particular time. Generally, culture is the collective heritage of any given society. To this end, Okot P.B. Tek, the Ugandan poet, the celebrated, very celebrated Ugandan poet, Okot P.B. Tek, views culture simply as philosophy as lived and celebrated in a society. Of course, something else I should add. Culture consists of material and non-material aspects, or you can say material and non-material culture. That is culture. So there are things that you can touch. There are things that are material. There are things that are not material. Material culture includes tools, artifacts, implements, drawings, carvings, architecture, and so on and so forth. The non-material culture consists of idea, beliefs, morals, mores, values, norms, attitudes, aesthetics, and so on and so forth. I think you have noted something now from what we have been doing. Now, what sociology is calling non-material culture is what we call in philosophy, we call it metaphysical or metaphysics. Those things you cannot touch, including wind, air, beliefs, faith. These are metaphysical. Or vehicles, church buildings, planes. These are physical things in philosophy. But when it comes to believing, building faith on something, that is metaphysical. Because meta means beyond. So metaphysical is beyond touch or beyond physics. So in culture there is material and non-material culture. So culture can be expressed through material or through the non-material. Now, all cultures are equal and are the lifeline of all societies, the lifeline of any society in the world. It is culture. For short-term and long-term needs, every human society needs culture to exist or survive. And no human society can survive without culture, because culture helps us to reproduce the conditions under which people live and work. Now, the topic on culture is so broad and so important to anthropologists, to philosophers, to sociologists, to counseling psychologists, to theologians, to social scientists, human scientists, to everyone, even to physical scientists. Because even biologists would want to talk about monkeys not having culture. Anthropologists would want to say the same. So you see, culture is not something you can just look at it in a very abstract way, but something you can go in depth. You can look at it and spend more time on it. Why? Now, if you can remember what you have been doing, if you have followed the many lectures we have had in my YouTube, I've posted over 60 lectures, most of them with you. I've talked about the pillars of culture, the 6 of them. It doesn't mean there are 6. Somebody can say there are 10. But I normally like to talk about 6 pillars of culture, main pillars of culture. One pillar is religion, and John Beatty has told us that religion, like culture, permeates all departments of life. In other words, religion acts as the prefect of all pillars of culture. But let me talk about the other 5. There is politics, there is economics. And do you know what is politics? We said it's all about leadership. Okay? It's all about power play, distribution of power positions. But economics, we may want to talk about, in simple ones, we may talk about distribution of resources. When we read the social media, and we are saying, we as scholars, we don't take social media 100%. We don't even ignore it, nor do we take it like the gospel truth. Some people sending videos showing how Magufuli was attacking those foreigners who are trying to extract minerals. You not want to give them time, and some arguing that, trying to argue about his death and all that, the cause of it, and relating it along that line. That could be Pharisee, because we don't have good evidence. We have to have facts for something to be factual, not Pharisee. Now, when we read about Tanzania being the largest country in Africa in terms of mineral resources,